Rise and shine, gamers. It's your boy Rise, and today we are going to be looking at the Gamesense Sonar. It's another glass pad. I'll show you the packaging right here, right now. It's pretty heavy, but this is it right here. Gamesense Sonar. Cool little boxing, and we're going to talk about what I like, what I don't like, what I think they can do better. So let's dive into it, and let's get it. Alright, right here you got the Gamesense Sonar. Gamesense made the Gamesense Rush and the Gamesense Radar. This is their first ever glass pad, the Sonar. Now, in this review, we're talking about the feel on the skin, the feel on an arm sleeve. We're going to talk about the feel on the skates, two different skates. And we're going to talk about the overall speed, overall comparison of the surface, and we're going to go from there. So first off, skin. When it comes to glass pads, glass is either going to stick on your skin or it's going to be nice and smooth and it's not going to mess with your arm sticking at all, or slightly. Now, Gamesense Sonar feels very similar to the Razer Atlas Surface when it comes to smoothness. It's super smooth on the skin. There's no texture, right? It's just smooth. When it comes to the stickiness on the palm around here, if your palm gets a little sweaty and clammy, you might stick a little bit. But that's pretty much common for all glass pads because that's where you're putting a lot of the pressure if you fingertip and do all that, because your palm is more in contact with the pad. Now, when it comes to the arm, if you have your full forearm on it, no, you'll be fine. The pad doesn't stick when you don't put a lot of pressure on your arm, per se, and it feels good. It's cool to the touch. You should be good. Arm sleeves in general are very good for glass pads. It's nice and frictionless, right? But with arm sleeves on this pad, your arm actually feels faster than the mouse. It's weird. We're going to talk about the speed in a second. With the two different mice that I have on my Red X2, I'm not colorblind. I don't know why I said red. Blue X2 from Nacho Customs, I have core pads. On the Kovacs Aim Trainer one, I have Wraith pads from Wraith Esports. Now, when it comes to the different speed, they feel very similar, right? They both are a smooth experience on the pads. They both have the same loudness to them. This pad is a quiet pad. You're not going to have that loudness to it when you're moving your arm back and forth. If you have open mic on, if you have anything like that, it's not going to get in the way of any of the gaming or your teammates yelling at you, telling you to turn down your glass pad, which you can't even do, so just laugh at them. The speed now. This pad is advertised as a 4mm thick, fast glass pad. And in my opinion, it is not a fast glass pad. This pad has a slowness to it with overall glide, which is not terribly slow, right? If you're more a control-oriented pad user, this could be pretty good for you. But when it comes down to the micro adjusting, it has that annoying tug that I literally can't stand with pads. Now, I'm a heavy-handed person, right? When I am in a tracking scenario, like this is me light-handed and I still feel the slowness to it. But when I push down a little bit, the slowness gets more intense. Now, if you're somebody that plays on extremely high sense and you like that control pad, then yes, this pad could be a pretty damn good glass pad for you. But for me personally, I need that freedom. I need that no tug on the skates. So where I'm micro tracking, I'm not getting that feedback. I'm not getting that feel like your mouse is trying to pull back on you, which the SkyPad and the Super Glide do not have. And I like speed. I'm a speed person. This overall feels just like it feels like it's a control glass pad in my opinion. And would I main this? Me personally, no. But if you are a control user and you like that, if you play a lot of tag shooters, Valorant, if you're getting ready for CSGO, not CSGO, CS2, sorry, don't burn down my house, please. You might like this pad, honestly. But for $90, right? I would rather buy an Artisan Zero for around 75. You can get them off of Amazon for that price. That's with free shipping, Amazon Prime, all that fanciness. It's going to have less tug. It's going to be slightly faster. Yes, it's going to be slightly faster than a glass pad. It's crazy. It blows my mind that some glass pads feel completely different. But it would be a cheaper option if you want something in that performance area, right? Because you press down on it, it's going to get a little slower. It's like, it's something where I'm like, for glass, is it going to be the way to go? In my opinion, no. I'd rather have it have a break-in period, which I'm not too entirely sure if it does, because it feels the same as it did yesterday, and I've played a good amount of hours on it yesterday. Since I'm a heavy-handed person, it would break in a little faster, right? But like with the Serapad stuff, those have a rough break-in period where that turns people away. This, I don't know if it has it, but the slowness will definitely turn people away. I feel like this pad's more for a niche. It's like a more niche pad, where it's targeted for more of the control users, because this is not fast, right? This is not fast in my mind. I don't consider this a speed pad. But yeah, Gamesense Sonar, more for the control friendly gamers out there. And arm sleeve, which I'm not wearing right now, versus no sleeve, you should be fine either way. Your palm might stick a little bit here and there. That's it. Now, if you're using a heavier mouse, like the Fnatic Bolt, is about 20 grams heavier than the X2s, it's going to feel slower because the mouse is heavier, right? So be warned. That's the little disclaimer for you guys. But that's the little review. Gamesense Sonar, is it for me? Is it for Rise? It is not for Rise. I need speed. I need speed to match my crackhead energy. And that's it. So rise up. Love you guys. See you for the next review. And most importantly, God bless.